Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Now, we know he can hit threes, but Kristaps showing he can slam it too.
Gilgeous-Alexander double team. Pass to Caruso. Dort with it. Now Caruso. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jaylen Brown picks one up. Well, Stan, when you look at the history of undrafted players, few have been as impactful as Alex Caruso.
And you have to love the way he's done it, Brian. Grinded his way through the G League, won a championship, and now he's a first-team all-defense guy. Quite a story.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Boston on D. Pass to Dort. And he slams it in one-handed.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter. Someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. We'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. 5 to shoot. Dort outside. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Outside Porzingis. Outside Holiday. To the inside. And that one's good. Porzingis.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis. Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. Tatum pulls it in.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Now here's Porzingis. Outside White. He takes it in. Kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 6. White drives in. Tatum from long range. Williams grabs the board. A minute 42 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Holmgren. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. He's guarded by White. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Count it.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. .119 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Williams. It's stolen by Tatum. Outside Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Porzingis has got 7 points.
Few bigs stretch the floor like Porzingis. He can be just deadly from the arc.
And it's Brown off the drive.
Yeah, we know Brown loves some aerial theatrics, and he really went all out there.
Pass to Williams. .29 seconds left in the first. And here's Holmgren. And stolen by Porzingis. Right side White. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. 9 points in the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Boston out in front, leading by 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Back to Holmgren. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer pro-am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker. Yeah, and many believe Holmgren must add muscle over time to his wiry frame. We'll see if he focuses on doing just that. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Caruso outside. It's hauled in by White. Deflects the pass. Outside Tatum. Here's Brown. Outside Holiday. Tatum from long range. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Tatum's got 9 points.
With his feet set, Tatum's going to make you pay.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Dort. Caruso outside. Down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Williams up top. Still no points.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
Outside Porzingis. And Drew Holiday hits from deep.
So smooth off the catch. Porzingis is excellent at judging when to take quick shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a good look. And that one's long.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Holmgren with it. Now guarded by Brown. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his third foul so far.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. It's Dort on the wing. understand LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Well, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. What a finish from Porzingis.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Three-pointer. Porzingis misses. Thunder trail by 13. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander following the bucket by the Celtics. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Outside Porzingis. "51 seconds left in the first half. Holiday from long range. Knocks down the long J. Holiday's got 7 points for the quarter. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso outside. Pass to Dort. To the paint. And stolen by Porzingis. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Out to the right wing. It's Brown on the wing. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
Dort for three. The shot comes out. And so it's the Boston Celtics. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And such a clever player in pick and rolls, Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's foul number 2 for him. Left side Holiday to the left wing. Here's Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. And finished off by Tatum.
Having added so much strength, Tatum can take the contact and stay balanced.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him. Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now here's Holmgren. 5 points in the game. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Outside Holiday. Oh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Caruso on the take. And that one is stuffed right through.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Outside Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Inside. Tipped. Out of bounds. Celtics ball as Boston keeps possession. Puts up a deep three. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Pass to Caruso. Outside, Williams. Holmgren with it. Chet not messing around inside.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Outside Porzingis. Now here's Tatum. Clock at 6. It's tipped. Porzingis with room to shoot. Right side Brown. Outside Porzingis. Back to Brown. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Brown's got 6.
Well, Brown helps out with the screen and then gets rewarded with an opening to attack.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
And the Thunder making a change here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside Tatum. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hartenstein. A 3 off the inbound. Jason Tatum, and that's good. everybody, time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Here's Tatum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
And he's good on the second. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Just enough resistance to force the miss, barely. That's one he'll generally make.
The layup misses. Here's Oklahoma City now. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by White. And it's Holmgren missing. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Oklahoma City's head coach. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all 3 levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
And Allie, thanks. Now here's Tatum. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now, what hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2. On the wing, Holiday. Takes a 3. The Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Back to Williams. That's to Holmgren. And stolen by Holiday. That one falls.
He's such a gritty player. Holiday fights for 2 there inside.
The 3 from Holmgren. The kick out to Williams. 5 to shoot. Williams on the wing. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
To the middle. Here's Porzingis.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talent would be better suited elsewhere.
Thunder trail by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Caruso outside. To stop the drought. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Celtics.
Celtics ball.
And Tatum's got the ball here for Boston. 1:24 left in the first. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. That sends Jason Tatum to the free throw line. Lou Dort picks one up. He's made one and missed one so far at the line. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Outside Holiday. To the inside. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's Williams.
Oh, yes.
Whoa. Throw it down.
Oh. And we see the speed and power. And Williams shows off on that one.
Tatum looking it over. Some solid defense from Williams. Thunder trail by 5. Pass to Brown. Inside. Tatum. Porzingis with it. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Six on the shot clock. To the paint. On the take. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
No debate there. He got hammered.
It's his first trip to the line. Both free throws good from Holmgren. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. We'll be right back. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. With all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Let's go with a 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Dort with it, now guarded by Brown. Pass to Williams. Fires the 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Williams from long range. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Celtics lead by 3. Porzingis up top. Back to Tatum. Fires for 3. That shot missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Williams. Here's Holmgren. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Brown with a screen. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, "I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something."
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Williams misses. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Brown with it. Caruso covers. Stolen by Caruso. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. From outside the arc. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Three-pointer, Holiday. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Caruso outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron. Now just a 2-point Celtic lead.
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Look at Brown. Getting it done inside.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations. Getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Screen by Holmgren. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Boston on D. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Now here's Tatum. 10 points for him.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Tatum with a steal. In transition, here they come. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Holmgren with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander. And he can't jam it through. Outside White. There's 18 seconds left in the second period. Clock at 6. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And here's Caruso outside. Drops in the 3. Caruso's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Got it off in time. No good on the shot. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Boston out in front, up by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, They know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today?
He's been on an absolute tear inside. They got to figure out a way to keep him out of the lane. I don't know.
Thunder trail by 3. They set the screen. Pass to Dort. For the tie. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Here's Brown on the drive. Now here's Tatum. Going inside. That's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
The quicks of Tatum on display. Jason has a devastating first step, and he could just blow by you so easy.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
3 points.
The efficiency from Tatum on the offensive end is terrific, not letting any scoring chances pass him by.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had, it's hard to believe Drew Holiday has only made 2 All-Star teams.
Well, that speaks to how much talent is at the guard position in this league. But it also shows how we tend to award offense over defense because Drew, his impact is truly felt on the defensive end.
Williams misses. Boston leading by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, Chet Holmgren said, quote, it's exciting to have this sort of success early on because it's just rare for young teams. But at the same time, we cannot let it distract us from how much better we have to get. Hopefully, we have a long runway together to figure things out. Brian?
A chance for great things, Allie. Thanks for that. Outside, Brown. To the inside. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
White with it. Caruso covers.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Hits the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Brown to the paint. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Williams misses. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Holiday. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
The shot by Dort, no good. Celtics lead by 7. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Now here's White. 5 points in the game. 6 to shoot. Tatum. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. He's got 17.
The unique perspective of a big. Porzingis has great awareness and the ability to easily find the open man.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Boston on D. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. And another miss by Oklahoma City. Boston leading by 9. Cornette sets a screen. Tipped away. Now here's White. He's got 5. Just 4 to shoot. Here he goes. Cornette can't hit.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Caruso outside. Here's Holmgren. Chet going to work inside.
There aren't many 7-footers who can attack guys off the dribble as well as Holmgren. He'll make you pay if you're too aggressive.
White with it. Into the lane. To the middle. Horford can't hit. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior defense.
Off the inbound. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got his first points of the game.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And we've reached the end of the third. Boston out in front, up by 5. And we'll be back right after this. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Boston leading by 5. Down low. And Williams over to help. And here's Brown for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by White. Pass to Dort. Now Holmgren. Here's the 3. The shot by Dort, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Now here's Porzingis. To the inside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Tatum. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Outside, Williams. Holmgren with it. Picked up by Tatum. Toward outside. The three is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
And these are the shots this team wants Dort taking. He understands his role in this offense.
Porzingis sets a screen to the paint. KP wrecks the rim.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Inside, Holmgren. And he comes up with a bucket.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
And here's Holiday. White on the wing. Shoots over Caruso. And the shot no good. A bit short. Thunder trail by 7. Pass to Holmgren. Williams with the screen. Williams on the wing. Looking to get it going.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Timeout. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Clock at 2. They get it back. Caruso with the bucket.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
No question, it's a big impact play. Credit to him for working hard to find that opportunity.
So it's Boston now. The Thunder making their last shot. White for 3. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. And the Celtics lead by 8.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Now here's Holmgren. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the long J.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Okay, do it, KP.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
Tenacious stuff from Dort. I mean, he knows the situation and is dead set on getting them a bucket.
Here's Holiday. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Tatum. Pass to White. Kick out to Brown. Clock is at 3. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. .41 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. Pass to Holmgren. Outside, Williams. There's the triple. 6 on the shot clock. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Puts it up off the inbound. Oh, he nails it! What a beautiful shot! Brings it within 3.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. They kick it out to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. Here's Brown. Oh, wow. Unable to get off a shot. They'll turn it over. Very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation.
It's all about getting a 3 right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is a must.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and he can't make the shot to force overtime. And so it's Boston who scraped by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from downtown Minneapolis. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer, Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
And
just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. A pass to Fox. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here's Fox following the three by Minnesota. Wembanyama left side. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Up top, Gobert. Back to Edwards. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Wembanyama looking it over. Pass to Barnes. Back to Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot.
Rudy Gobert is as intense a defender as you're going to find in the NBA, and he refuses to give up anything easy.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
And Randall throws it down.
Randall has got excellent handle, so you have to respect him off the dribble jive.
Back to Wembanyama. Count it.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. You can't get that break. You can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with. No question. BA, thanks. Now here's Gobert. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. And the rejection by Wembanyama. .146 left to play in the first quarter. And here is DiVincenzo. Still yet to score. Gobert with a wide open look. That three off the mark. Wembanyama up top. Pass to Castle. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Something Castle continues to work on. It's crucial that he becomes more consistent from deep.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Gobert in the corner. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. To the paint. And stolen by Wembanyama. On up the court. He gets it in there.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Trains the three-pointer. Randall's got 5 now.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. 24 seconds left to play in the first. The kick out to Barnes. They get it back. Moves back up. And Wembanyama with the layup. 6 points for him.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Outside for Randle. 1 second left. And Edwards slams it in.
And the dunk was nice, Kevin, but the move he made to free himself up was a thing of beauty.
It sure was, Greg. What a savvy play to get into position for that jam. Tie game in Minnesota. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. No scoring in this one. There's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
So it's the Spurs now. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
All going up court. Victor Wembanyama.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Second chance shot. Back to DiVincenzo. And here again, the Spurs in transition. Up the court they go. Wembanyama outside. Down low. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
DiVincenzo with it. Here's Gobert. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. Pocket 4. Nobody near Barnes. And the 3 ball is good. And now a 7-point San Antonio lead. Now DiVincenzo. Nothing on the board. Randle outside. Shoots over Fox. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
So it's the Timberwolves now. In the second quarter, held scoreless. GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And he gives up pounds to a lot of guys defending him, but that has never kept Fox from being in attack mode.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here is Edwards. 5 points in the game. Out to the wing. And the wide open shot from Reed. Misses the 3. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by McDaniels. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Right side, Edwards. Reed. 6 to shoot. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
Fox looking it over. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. Now Wembanyama. Guarded by Reed.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's McDaniels. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Barnes left side. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama deadly inside.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Spurs as they end the second quarter on a 14-4 run. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Timberwolves trailed by 10. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's DiVincenzo. Still scoreless. Picked by Reed. And it's Randall, top of the key. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Reed. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
This is one of those nights. Mistake after mistake, a comedy of errors.
San Antonio leading by 10. Outside, Fox. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Yeah, what you like about Barnes in transition, he's equally proficient getting to the rack or setting up for the jump shot.
Spins. Left side, Edwards. And Reed has it in the corner. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. It's deflected.
And how about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end? Superb swat.
Lets it go from deep. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Wembanyama. 15 points in the game. To the inside. Spurs working the ball around now. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Timberwolves trail by 11. Pass to Reed. Inside. Out to Conley. 5 on the clock. Now here's Edwards. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The wide open look here for Fox. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pass to Randall. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. And it's Vassell with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Right side, Conley. Now McDaniels. That's in there. Conley with the assist. McDaniels got 6. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Now Conley following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Driving the lane. Wembanyama. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. And his team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now here's Conley, still without a basket. Pass to Edwards.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Wembanyama with it. Guarded by Reed.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Outside Conley. Reed misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. 5 to shoot. Buries it from 3-point range. Castle's got 6 points.
Now, that jump shot has been the biggest question mark for Castle, so it's good to see him shooting with confidence.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Outside, Fox. Back to Wembanyama. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Wembanyama's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Spurs out in front as they end the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Here's Fox. Here he goes. And it's Fox.
Hey, Alan. We've got NBA basketball in store for you here in Houston, Texas, the home of the Rockets, live on 2K Sports. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. So, Doris, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant.
Pass to Richards. Durant with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Richards.
I just love the unselfishness in the play of Kevin Durant. He said he wants to play the game the right way. Nice example there.
Done outside. Outside for Durant. Cloak loose. Stolen by Brooks. And they're moving it up. Durant with the steal. Beal gets a wide open look. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Knocks it loose. Here's KD. It's rebounded by Houston. To halt the run. And here comes the break. Pass to Dunn. Here's Booker. Clock at 6. The Suns need to get a shot off.
How about the vision from Devin Booker? Yes, he can score it, but that's a pretty pass.
Greg, in the process to bring in all their stars, the Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Outside Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And, Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Olney. David?
I was able to talk with Ime Udoka for a minute. Now, I asked Coach about what he has in store to try and slow down Devin Booker. Now, they laughed and told me they've lost sleep over how to defend him. They mentioned how, with and without the ball, Devin can hurt you. So Booker will have their total focus on defense. And Devin will have our total focus as well. Devin?
All right, thank you, David.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now Durant, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Right side Durant to the middle. Richards. He's off on that one. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's Green. The rebound by KD. Suns leading by 10. Here's Dunn. Pass to KD. Can't connect from short range.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Here's Thompson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here are the Suns now. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
It's Durant on the wing. 56 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Count it.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
High IQ of Fred VanVleet is why he is so good in pick and roll action.
Outside Durant. They set the pick. Down low. Beal. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Beal's got 5 points so far.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Durant in the corner. Back to Booker. Shoots the three. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's Phoenix. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting, Greg. What's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Here's KD. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trailed by 9. Six to shoot. To the inside. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Instinctual playmaker. Booker very crafty in distributing to his teammates.
Thompson for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. Suns lead by 9. Back to Bol. No good that time. Great defense that time from Şengün. Here's Thompson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Thompson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Durant, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to Bol. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Poked away. It's stolen by Allen. Outside Durant. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Inside. Here's Bol. Smith with some nice D. It's trailed by 5. To the paint. Eason's shot is good.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Here's Houston now. They're on a 10-2 run here. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Pulls up from the corner. That's tipped. And they'll keep possession. High post, KD. He has 6. And it's good, 2 points.
Well, you get a sense of how locked in Kevin Durant is. The defense not going to alter his approach.
It's Brooks on the wing. On the wing, Thompson. 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. Oh, and the dunk by Smith.
And add that one to the highlight reel. Wow. Jabari Smith.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's Beal. 5 points in the game. Here's Durant. Here's Bol. Second shot opportunity. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. From deep, Green. Booker pulls it in. Allen, right side. Outside Durant. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Suns lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
24.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Rockets trail. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Here's Richards. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Pass to KD. Inside. Richards, no good. Houston in the lead. Green taking his time here. Screen by Smith. All alone. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Brooks. And here's Thompson. Can't get it to fall. It's tipped. Suns trail by 3. And with the score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for it.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Green, the screen. The 3. And Thompson throws it down.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
Booker outside. It's Durant on the wing. Takes it out to Booker. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Suns call timeout.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. It's a close game here in Houston. Thompson looking for an opening. To the inside. Here's Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Brooks. Outside for Durant. To Booker. Shot clock at 5. Rebound by Smith.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Nick Richards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Now Şengün.
Well, KD, a very skilled defender, outstanding with his positioning, and he's got incredible length to contest shots.
Booker sinks the 3.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Smith, no good. Suns trailing. Outside, Beal. To the middle. Clock at 4. Here's Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here are the Rockets now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Thompson. Smith right side. And slammed in by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Suns trail by 3. It's Allen on the wing. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Booker outside. Down low. Here's Durant. And KD throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Rockets on top, up by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. On the wing, Thompson. Those three-pointers off the mark. The Suns leading. Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
And Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Outside, Beal. And he drives in. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. One minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Green. From past the arc. And the three ball is good. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Green knows that he needs to take and make threes at a good clip. Nice shot there.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game. Booker in stride. On the wing, Booker. 6 on the shot clock. Allen inside. Şengün with the rebound. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Eason. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Durant. Muscling it in, Kevin Durant.
You see how quick Kevin Durant is off the floor near the rim. That's tough to stop.
Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Solid job of moving the ball by Green, setting up a teammate.
Outside, Beal. Good. Nice assist from Booker.
That's a big-time delivery from Bradley Beal.
Screen by Şengün. Brooks outside. Connects from three-point range. Brooks has got the lead up to 6 now for the Rockets.
Really the best result they could have hoped for on that possession. They get back all 3 points they just gave up and are close to putting this thing out of reach.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
The screen from Thompson. To the middle. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Thompson no good on the free throw. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 6-point game.
Well, This guy is never afraid to take it to the rim. Sometimes that means up and over at Bradley Beal.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Green. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Here's the screen. Outside for Durant. Here's the floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson.
Well, the length and size of Kevin Durant make him a prime target on the interior. So good at forcing the issue close to the basket.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leading freebies at the line.
Houston moving it around. Pass to Şengün. Houston needs to get a shot. Thompson. Şengün. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 7.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
17 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Green left side. In the corner, Şengün with it. No good on the 3. Phoenix calls timeout. 6 seconds left in the 4th. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
They need to score, and they need to do it quickly, but it is still possible here.
Six seconds left in the 4th quarter. And the Suns call time. They trailed by 5. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
So Houston wins it, probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris.